Friends, what makes you successful, what's gonna make you and I successful in our health and fitness is showing up despite. What's gonna make you successful is showing up today, taking it one day at a time. What's up, friends? I am out in the hills doing a weighted hike, about 30 minutes, so you get to see all this in its glory, my sun hat and everything. Don't worry, honey, I put on some sunscreen. I want to talk about setbacks and what to do when we encounter setbacks, because I don't need to tell you, but I'm still going to. Setbacks are a part of everybody's journey. You're gonna get sick, you're gonna get hurt, work's gonna get busy, kids are gonna get sick, you know, things are gonna get in the way constantly. One of the biggest paradigm shifts I hope to help everyone make that comes into my circle is what you do in those times, because it is a mistake to think that once your circumstances change, then you'll be able to get in shape, then you'll be able to do the thing. Circumstances change all the time, and oftentimes, most of the time, outside of our control. And there's essentially one of two schools of thought when we encounter setbacks like I listed. School of thought number one is I'm going to shut everything down until I feel better, until the summer is over, until work clears up. I'm going to shut everything down, then I'll really commit to my health and fitness. The other one is, okay, I may not be able to do all the things, but I'm going to get hyper-focused on what I still can do. Because I have yet to encounter a situation, both with myself and the hundreds of people I've coached over the years, that someone was completely without something that they can control, that they can still do, right? Like if you get sick, you can still sleep. You can control when you go to sleep. You can still control what you put in your mouth. I'm fighting something off, and that's the inspiration for this video. And so I can still go for a walk. Sure, there's times where I'm sick to the point where not even a walk is in the cards, but even then, again, I can still control what I eat. Sure, I may not be able to go to the gym for an hour or at all, but I can either still do 30 minutes at the gym, or I can set a timer for 10 minutes and do 10 push-ups and 10 squats in my living room. I can tell you this, I have done both ways. Shut everything down or still control what I can control. I'm gonna try to walk backwards here. Hopefully I don't eat shit on the video. And I can tell you, and you can probably guess, which one has led to more long-term success. And in case you're still wondering, it's the second one. Still focusing on what you can do. And listen, that list may be really small, but without this mindset shift, we get hyper-focused on what we can't do. Work is busy, so I can't go to the gym right now. Great, you can still sleep. You can still go for a walk for 10 minutes. You can still stretch in front of the TV. You can still do a 10-minute circuit, right? And I can promise you this, until you make that paradigm shift. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be impossible for you to be healthy long-term, but it's gonna be a lot harder. Hopefully this wind isn't messing you up here. It's gonna be a lot harder. Because if it's not one thing getting in the way, it's gonna be something else. And sure, there's periods where the clouds part, but it's gonna happen again. What has to change is not the circumstances, because that's the lie we tend to believe. What has to change is you and what you do with those circumstances. Because think about any movie, right? Like I'm a sucker for a good sports movie, like a Rocky, Warrior, anyone with a good training montage. How boring would those movies be without setbacks? It'd be so boring. What makes the victories so sweet is the person you're watching, Rocky, for example, did the work, showed up despite what's working against him. Friends, what makes you successful, what's gonna make you and I successful in our health and fitness is showing up despite. What's gonna make you successful is showing up today, taking it one day at a time. Like, I would love to do more working out than this, but I also don't want to get more sick. But I still wanted to do something because I know that I can walk. And I'll tell you this, my ability to choose this mindset only came from encountering more setbacks and just recognizing, like point blank, shutting everything down and using being sick as an excuse to eat like shit using, being busy as an excuse to not still move my body never brought anything good. And if I truly care about getting to a better place with my health, then I guess it's my actions that have to change, because circumstances aren't changing the way I want them to. So what about you? What I would encourage you to do, to get tactical to end this video, is the next time you encounter a setback, pause. Don't freak out. It happens. It doesn't mean you suck. It doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean that you're going to lose all your progress. Pause. Take out a piece of paper and a pen. Sit down and write out the things you still can do. Name them. And you may be momentarily discouraged at how small that list is, depending on the severity of your setback. But what you'll find, you will rarely find that list is blank. And that's the point. It's to show you in real time, there's always something you can do. And what you will find, the more times you do that, you will find yourself being limited a lot less. You'll find yourself not having that typical dip in your fitness, the relapse, the weight regain, the chronic pain coming back, I used to be consistent and then the holidays happened. Crap. How many years, how many times are you going to let that get in the way before you recognize that it's your actions that have to change despite circumstances? That's what I had to do, and that's what anyone who's been successful in my program has had to do as well. Woo, almost ate shit. I guess we better end.